Hare Krishna. My pranams to you all for joining in this Zoom meeting today. We will be discussing on the Paksha. We'll try to cover some topics of Tarpan, how we can do it. We'll also try to cover about Shraddha. What is the meaning of Paksha? We'll try to discuss all of those topics related to this whole discussion. And I will try to finish my talk as soon as possible so that you all can get opportunity to ask questions. Okay, so let me start by offering prayers. I offer my respectful obeisances to my spiritual master, Sri Srimad Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj, who is disciple of Srila Prabhupada. He follows the path given by the previous acharyas. He showers the mercy of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. He gives the stories, the leelas of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he preaches in every town and village how to become devotee of Lord Krishna, Radha Krishna. Then I offer my respectful obeisances to Srila Prabhupada, who is founder Acharya of ISKCON, and on the orders of his spiritual master, he has been to the Western countries, reached the message of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and made even the non-believers and atheists into devotees of Lord Shri Radha Krishna. Then I offer my respectful obeisances to Sri Panchatattva, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Nityananda Prabhu, Sri Advaita Acharya, Sri Gadadhar Pandit, and Sri Vas Pandit. Then I offer my respectful obeisances to the divine couple, Sri Sri Radha Krishna. Then I offer my humble obeisances to you all wonderful devotees. Hare Krishna. So let us first start with knowing what is Paksha. Pitra means our ancestors. Our predecessors. This is not just in terms of our father, our grandfather, but also higher than them. Great grandfathers will also come into them. And not just males, but females also. Not only father, grandfather, great grandfather, but mother, grandmother, great great grandmothers. Sometimes grand uncles may not be grandfather, grand uncles or grand aunties. In combination of all of them, we call them as Pitra. I'll write it down, Pitra. And Paksha means the time which is allotted to them. In reality, Paksha means that we take side. And whose side you are? Whose side are you taking? Generally, this kind of words are used when we have argument, whose side you are taking. So there are 15 days specially allotted, 15 days in a year, specially allotted for our Pitras. Now, why only 15 days can be discussed now, and from when it starts. These days are also called as the Shraddha days. This starts from the Pratipada, as per Hindu calendar we are talking about, which calculates according to moon. So the month is Ashwin Maas. So the Pratipada of Ashwin Maas till Amavasya of Ashwin Maas. Ashwina, I'll type it down. Ashwina is the name of month. Ashwina month. Maas is month. Okay. So in Ashwin month, there are these 15 days from the first day till Amavasya. Amavasya is new moon day. So the day after Purnima, it starts and concludes on the Amavasya. Okay, so now what happens in this 15 days? In these 15 days, especially in this 15 days, not just this, but especially in this 15 days, our Pitras or our ancestors, they come to our planet, especially to our house, or to the place where we are staying or where we are present. And they are waiting for us so that we can feed them. Give them water to drink, give them food to eat. Now, the word Shraddha, which we use generally, Shraddha is a ceremony which is done in faith. Shraddha is equal to a ceremony which is done in faith. That is called a Shraddha. The word Shraddha is related to Shraddha. Shraddha means faith. So Shraddha is equal to faith, and Shraddha is equal to ceremony done in faith. So in our good faith, we offer food and water, also clothes sometimes, to our ancestors. Why we do this, we'll discuss about that, don't worry. And generally in this 15 days, everything we try to do is called as Dhan. Dhan means giving charity or giving donation. In this 15 days, we don't collect, we don't take. We give, we donate. Now, whatever we donate, that particular thing, that particular item, let that be a foodstuff or let that be clothes, will be utilized by our ancestors. This will help our ancestors, our Pitras, more. Now, let's come to the point that why we do this. And is that our Pitras or our ancestors, are they really receiving? We don't even know where they are. So why should we do it? So there are scriptures, especially Garuda Puran. I'll write it down. Garuda Puran, which explains the details for especially those who are deceased. Deceased means those who are dead. What happens to them? What happens to the soul? how the Yamdutas take the soul, what happens in the hell, and especially about this Pitra Pakshas, this 15 days. Garuda Puran also talks about this 15 days. Okay, so it is explained that our 1 year is equal to 1 day for our for the Pitras, for our ancestors. Why we call them as Pitras? Because they stay in a planet. There is a separate planet, like our planet is called as Earth. So for the ancestors, there is a special planet, and that planet's name is Pu. So our ancestors, they stay in that planet. So our 1 year is equal to 1 day for our ancestors. And in 1 day, every day, we eat, right? So similarly, our ancestors, they also want to eat. They would also like to change clothes. They want to drink water. So in this 15 days, we make sure that wherever they may be, heaven, hell, or any other species, let that be a human birth or let that be animal birth, they should be getting something to eat and drink. Okay, so I'm again explaining. 1 year is equal to 1 day. Our 1 year is equal to 1 day for our ancestors. And in this 1 day, they come down to our place to eat. It is responsibility of every male child, especially the male child. And if there is no male child, then the responsibility comes on the female child. It is a compulsory responsibility of every, first the male child and second the female child, to make sure that their ancestors are happy. Okay, now what will happen if I give water? So if your ancestor, if your Pitra is in Swarga, is in heaven, and that time you give water in donation, Jaladan we call it. If you give water to the Pitras, then your ancestor will drink Amrit, will drink nectar in the heaven. Yeah, nectar in heaven. And if the Pitra is in hell, then when you give water, that water helps the heat to reduce, because hell is a burning place. There are different hells, and most of the hells are very hot, very, very, very hot. So the Pitras, they get a place over there. And in hell, when we give water, their heat, their scorching, which their body is burning, that cools down. If our Pitras have taken a body of a human or of a dog, let's say any animal, so sometimes these animals, they will not even get water to drink. So by giving donation over here of water, by giving water over here during the Pitra Paksha time, our ancestors, they will get water in whatever species they are in. Okay, now what about food? We generally give food also. So what happens to food? If our ancestors are in heaven, then food becomes ghee. That is the thing which they eat over there. Everything is prepared of pure ghee. So that becomes in the heaven. And if our ancestors are in hell, if they are in hell, then whatever food we give over here, that becomes their body mass, muscle, their body muscles. Because in hell, our body is burnt or beaten, so our body fat keeps reducing, our body muscle, है ना, चमड़ी खत्म होते रहती है. So when you give food over here, then our pitras, they will start developing some muscle to bear the pain in hell, and their suffering comes down. If our ancestor has taken birth as a dog, then that dog will receive roti. Somebody, not necessarily roti, something to eat. And we all should understand that this is our tradition, especially for devotees also. This comes in our tradition. We personally have to take care of this. And what is that tradition? That for devotees, they have to make sure that their ancestors, they get a better life. There is a shloka in Bhagavad Gita, which is given by, which is spoken by Arjuna in chapter number 1, text number 41. Arjuna emphasizes over here that it is very important to maintain the family tradition. It is very important for all of us to maintain this family tradition. Otherwise, there will be only hellish life. So what Arjuna was saying, that if there is a war and people will die, because of which females will not be protected. And when females are not protected, then unwanted population will take birth, unwanted child will take birth. There will be no proper marriages. There will be no proper taking care of the child, of the baby, in the womb and outside also. No proper knowledge will be given. Because of which the family tradition will be broken. And when family tradition is broken, then nobody will give food or water to our ancestors. That is a specific word which Arjuna uses. He says performance of offering of food and water will stop. Okay, now we come to the point that being a devotee, why we should do all this? Should a Krishna devotee do this? Is it required also? The answer is 100 times yes. Much more important. Much more important. Why this is more important for devotees in compared to other people? Because devotees are only devotees are those who will not offer just water or just any food. Devotees will offer prasad to the ancestors. This is very important thing, because as devotees, we don't offer, when we are offering water or when we are offering food to our pitras, we will give them prasad. We will not give them just a food. And anybody who takes prasad, anybody who eats prasad will go to Krishna Loka. So even if our ancestor is in hell or in heaven or any other place, we give opportunity to our ancestors to go to the spiritual world. Isn't that great? That's why the ancestors of those who are devotees will give them special problems. You would have heard that there are many people who are getting into a lot of problem. Sometimes the problem is they are having a lot of court cases. Sometimes they are not getting success in whatever they are trying to do. Let it be office job or let it be family or anything. They are trying to do something, but they are not getting any success. Sometimes there are no marriages happening or there is no childbirth. All this may happen because our ancestors are not happy or they want some special attention from us. Because now ancestors are saying, Ari, you have become devotee. I only have hopes from you. Please, I want Mahaprasad. I want Prasad of the Lord. Help me. I want to get out of this hellish life. So for this reason, this becomes a very special responsibility of devotees to do tarpan. Tarpan is the process of giving food, that is called as tarpan. I'll type it down. Like when we eat, no, we call it as feast or eating feast. So when we give to the ancestors, that is called as tarpan. When we give it to the Lord and demigods, that is called as archan. Very similar words, archan and tarpan. So I at least hope that so far you have understood that what are these 15 days. Okay, you have also understood that it is responsibility of every one of us to follow this Shraddha time. At least one day in this 15 days, we should give food to our ancestors. At least one day in this 15 days. Generally, some people, they say that on Amavasya, on the new moon day, you can do for all the Pitras. It is not necessary. In any of these 15 days, you can do for all your Pitras. Okay, how this 15 days concept also came, that also I will tell you. So we have only 15 days of waxing moon and 15 days of waning moon. That means 50 from Amavasya to Purnima 15 and from Purnima to Amavasya another 15. Okay, so let's say if your ancestor has died on the 12th day, then we should do Shraddha or Tarpan on the 12th day of this 15 days. Did you understand? Yes or no? I'll repeat it anyways. Okay, once again I'll repeat. Okay, my grandmother and my grandfather, my great grandfather also. Actually, there are 4 ancestors I have who died on the 12th day. My grandfather and my grandmother, let's talk about them now. Both of them, they left their body on the 12th day of from Amavasya to Purnima time. So they died on that day, 12th day. So when I have to do tarpan, my father does because he is elder. So whoever is the eldest male in the family should do. And if there is no eldest in the family male, then female should do. Okay. So my father on the 12th day, he will do tarpan for my grandmother, for my grandfather, and my great grandfather also, because they died on the 12th day, Dwadashi. And one of my great grandmother, she died on the 3rd day of the moon. So her Shraddha is already done because the 3rd day is already over. Okay, my sister, she died on the 2nd day. My own elder sister, she was 3 years elder to me. She died on the 2nd day of Navaratras. So her Shraddha, if it is to be performed, it is to be performed on the 2nd day. But there are some people whose death we don't know when it happened. We may not be able to calculate also. So you can use any of the tithis. In this 15 days, you can choose any day. As per Garuda Puran, you can choose any day, or you can choose the Amavasya also. Amavasya is considered to be very great. It's called as Mahalaya Amavasya. Maha Alaya means Maha is equal to great. Alaya is combined, togetherness. So it is a great combination of all the Pitras, of all the ancestors. That is why it is called as Mahalaya Amavasya. I'll write down the meaning also. Mahalaya means the great combination is not the right word. What should be the right word? Collab, getting together. What do you call when people congregating? Yes, congregating. The great congregation of our ancestors. On that Amavasya, all the ancestors, they are specially waiting for us to give them something. Okay, now question comes, what should I do? What can I do? Okay, so the first thing, if it is possible by you all or any one of you, then you should call for a Brahmana who is married. Not all Brahmanas can perform Shraddha ceremony. There are only specific Brahmanas who can perform ceremony, and that Brahmana should be married. That Brahmana cannot be a sannyasi, cannot be a brahmachari. After marriage, if his wife is dead, no problem. But he should be married. He should have married. He should have married. Okay, so that is one condition. Second is, this Brahmana should be chanting Gayatri Mantra, or at least Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And after chanting that, you can call this Brahmana, and this Brahmana will perform a ceremony for your ancestors. And after the ceremony is performed, ceremony in the sense there is not a celebration. Okay, the Brahmana will chant proper mantras, will arrange for specific things which is to be given to the ancestor. And after the complete ceremony, I'm using the word ceremony only. After the complete ceremony, because we don't call this as event, for lack of better word, I'm using ceremony. Otherwise, this is called as So after doing this Shraddha or Tarpan for our ancestor, then you feed the Brahmana. The Brahmana sits at your home and you give the Brahmana to eat. The Brahmana should eat compulsory. If the Brahmana is not eating, that means your ancestors will also not eat. So this is the minimum thing. Okay, now what if the Brahmana is not eating and the Brahmana has to go to some other house as well for performing Shraddha ceremony? Because only 15 days are there. And just in India, the population is 1.40 crore. 1.40, no, more than that, 140 crore. So many, there are not so many Brahmanas also. The Brahmana population in all over India is around 3 to 4% only, including males and kids. So the Brahmana may have to go to another house. If the Brahmana is going to another house and not eating at your house, then you should give uncooked grains to the Brahmana in charity. Rice, dal, ghee. We don't give oil. Don't give oil. Ghee. Okay? Or rice dal is fine. Jaggery or some fruits. Okay, this is first way of doing. The best way, that you call Brahmana to your home and do it. The second way of doing it is going to the Brahmana's place. Generally, it shouldn't be done. The Brahmana should come. But if it is not happening, then you go to you go on the bank of a river, and on the bank of a river, the Brahmana also comes, and the whole ceremony has been conducted over there. Can be Ganga, Yamuna, or in Bangalore, Kaveri. Any river closer to you. If there is no river, then any water body. This is the second way of doing. The third way of doing is you can do it by yourself and give food, whatever you are doing. You give that food to eat to cow, dog, crow, whatever food is cooked. I will tell what can be done. So you have to divide this in three and give this to first the cow, second a dog, third a crow. Okay, so how it is to be done, that also I'll tell. If you are doing it by self, if a Brahmana is coming, then the Brahmana takes care of everything. Don't worry about giving money and donations. At least this much we should do, no? Nobody is asking you to spend 1 lakh or 1 crore rupees. But whatever may be the Brahmana's fees, whatever not fees, whatever may be the Brahmana's donation, and some ingredient cost will be there. That's all. But we should do it. We should do it. And if that is not happening, then we can do it by our own self. Now, how we can do by ourselves, I'm going to tell that. So point out a very clean place in your house. Generally, this is to be maybe your kitchen where you cook. That slab where you cook, that is considered to be the most clean place. So clean that again, wipe it very nicely with water, mop it nicely. Don't do in your puja room, because in puja room we worship Krishna, we worship the Supreme Lord. At that very place we don't worship our pitras. We don't worship our ancestors. This is to be separate. Yeah. Okay. So best is you can allot your kitchen slab, which is clean. clean that place, light a lamp, a different lamp, can be normal mud lamp also, and light a lamp, ghee lamp, not oil. Pitras, they don't like oil. They are also like Krishna. Krishna loves ghee, so they follow the same tradition. After lighting lamp, invite your ancestors with folded hand, request them to come and accept the offerings which you will be giving. Okay. So first thing which we give to the Pitras is water. But how do we give water? First, we give this water to Krishna. Put tulsi in that. Give this water for Krishna to drink in your puja room. After that, you bring this water for your Pitras. Where your lamp is there, right? There you bring this. The second thing which we offer is black til. Black color til. I'll write it down in the chat box. Again, the same, this black til also you should give to Krishna, and after that you give to your ancestors. Okay, now black til is also written. Now third thing which we do is, that is we boil rice. If possible, then you boil along with urad dal. I'll write it down. Urad dal and rice. There is no requirement of adding haldi and salt and all that in that. Nothing, not required. Just rice and urad dal, you boil them. And after boiling them, make balls of them. No? Make balls. And these balls you offer to Krishna. And after offering to Krishna, you offer to your ancestors. If you cannot do till, till, that is fine, but at least water and rice ball you should do. If you cannot do rice ball also, then at least water you should give. And how to give, there is a procedure of that also. Okay. Now in front of the lamp, we are requesting our ancestors to come. And we have that faith that yes, our ancestor has come. And then we give them the prasad water, which is given to Krishna, that water, till, or the rice balls. But how it is to be given is like this, in this way. Okay, we hold a cup like this. Okay, from your hand, it is to be given from your hand. Remove the thumb. Now from here it should come out. But it is to be given like this. Do I have something? Okay. Let's say this pen is the rice ball. Okay. This is that rice ball, and I have to give this rice ball. So I keep the rice ball in my hand. Okay, in my hand. Remove the thumb and give it like this. Once again, okay, like this. Now comes another important thing. Why we give like this? Okay, there are 3 debts which we have on ourselves. That means we have 3 loans on us, on all of us. We have 3 loans. The first loan is from Krishna and demigods, because they give us sunlight, they give us free air to breathe, they give us night, they give us water, rain, everything is for free, right? It's not, everything is not for free. we have to do something like we chant, we do puja, arati, we go to the temples. So that is removing our loan from the demigods. We'll write it down. This is called as Devrin. Devrin is equal to demigod's loan. And how we complete it? By chanting Hare Krishna. Then the demigods are happy. And now generally whatever we give to the demigods, we give it like this. Okay, from the front. Through our fingers it comes down. It comes down like this, है ना? इन जैसे गंगा में भी खड़े होते हैं ना स्तुति, तो गंगा के पानी को हाथ में लेके we generally offer it like this. We look towards the sun and we offer like this. So this is giving to, yes, correct. This is giving to the demigods. And now when we give the second loan is the loan from the rishis. Rishis are sadhus, our guru, our acharyas. So that is called as Rishi Rin is equal to Rishi loan. Rishi or sadhu or our gurus. How do we give them? We by taking diksha or giving donations to the brahmanas, calling our guru to home, or going to the disciples of guru and serving them, giving them food to eat. And whenever we give them any donation, we generally give like this. It should come from this side of the hand from the little finger side. Correct? From the little finger side. Whenever people come to our house for eating also, we generally serve like this. Correct? Yeah. And the third loan is Pitra loan, Pitra Rina, taken from the ancestors. Why that is considered as loan? Okay, demigods, we understand they give us water, rain, sunlight, moon, air to breathe. All of this is given by the demigods. What the rishis have given us? They have given us knowledge. They have given us gyan by which we can go to Krishna Loka. No need to go to hell. They help us in going to Vaikuntha. Now, why there is a loan about Pitras? Because Pitras, they give us human body. Only in this human body, we can go to the spiritual world. Only because you have human body, like Bhumika Mataji, she is chanting on Japamala. A dog cannot chant in Japamala. Donkey cannot chant in Japamala. Bhumika can chant Japamala. So because this body is given by our ancestors, father, mother, their father, mother, their father, mother, because of this, we have a loan towards them also. So for our Pitras, we give them like this. Okay. So even if, so now you have called your ancestors in front of the lamp, they have come. Now you give water like this. Let the water flow in this way. After giving them water, then you pray and you say, please become happy. I am giving you Krishna Prasad water. This is Krishna Prasad water. Please become happy. Then when you are giving black till, then also you keep your black till here and again give in this way. Then fold your hands and say, I am giving you Krishna Prasad black till. Please become happy. And the third is those rice balls. Those rice balls also keep in your hand and give it like this. And then again you pray, I am giving you Krishna Prasad rice balls. Please become happy. After this, you request your Pitras that from my side, I have given you Krishna Prasad. Now you can become very nice devotee of Krishna and go to Krishna Loka. Please become happy. Then you take some Stuti, I guess they should highlight you. They have spotlighted me. Yeah. So then you should pray, and then we should take some rice, some dal, maybe some fruits, ghee, or vegetables, uncooked preparations, and then give to any temple priest, whichever temple is closer to you. You can go to that temple and give to the priest of the temple, the Brahmana of the temple. This is it. That's all. This is a very simple procedure. If you are saying that no, I don't know where will I get black till, I don't know how to make rice balls, don't worry. You can at least give water, just water. That's also sufficient. You can give banana and milk. Banana, cut bananas, put them in the milk, and that also you can give to any Brahmana to feed. Okay. Now, one last point I will speak, and then we will take question and answers. There is a lot to speak. There is so much info, so many things are there to be spoken about Pitru Paksha, about this particular topic. But whatever we have discussed is, I guess, is sufficient for us now. So this last point is very, very, very important. Even if our Pitras have become ghost and pret, the only thing which will help them, bhoot pret ban jayenge na, the only thing which will help them is Shrimad Bhagavatam. Nothing else. Only Shrimad Bhagavatam. So you should read Shrimad Bhagavatam, or you should ask somebody else, maybe a Brahmana, but if it is difficult, then just you yourself, you can read Shrimad Bhagavatam for your ancestors. Okay, like, and again, I'm putting this point. If there are no males in your family and only females are there, then females can also do. Like in my sister's case. Okay, I am her brother. I take charge and responsibility, but otherwise, she can do for her ancestors also. So like that, Matajis, you can also do for your ancestors. But again, first thing is Bhagavatam. After that comes everything else. Okay. I guess I'll stop here and we will take question and answers.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Actually, before after today's class, now I understood what is that Paksha and what should we do. But before that, I believe that like they don't come and these things is not going to be take place or something and all. But something happened like children's always suffering from fever, anything. And they told me that have you never performed that Pitru Paksha and have you donate anything? Then they told me to do some rituals and then I perform. So is it right or wrong that
No,
our family members fell sick or something?
it is right. But not all diseases are because of Pitras, okay? Not all diseases are because of Pitras. Sometimes there may be a medical reason also. Not that somebody drinks a poison and says, no, it is because of pitras. That is because of personal thing. But if it is coming again and again, then you should do both the things. Please visit a doctor. At the same time, please, now these 15 days are there. In this 15 days already, 8 days are over. So another 7 days are remaining. So in this 7 days, at least you can do for your pitras. Okay, next question.
He is having second question as well.
Yeah, okay.
I think there's a rule that we can ask one question. No, they had just spotlighted her. So the ghost and devils, how we can get rid of them by reading and chanting Bhagavad Gita? Is it Bhagavatam? Okay.
By reading Srimad Bhagavatam, we can get rid of ghosts. Okay, now regarding Pitra Shraddhas was performed by Lord Ram also, by Mother Sita also. For Dasharatha only, she performed Shraddha for Dasharatha. Sita performed Shraddha for Dasharatha. Not for her father, but for her father-in-law. You should be spotlighted, Suti. They have spotlighted me, I guess.
No, Prabhuji, I'm on
Okay,
spotlight.
okay, fine. So, Lord Ramchandra had performed Shraddha. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has performed Shraddha. Srila Prabhupada also performed Shraddha. My Guru Maharaj, Shri Srimad Jayapataka Swami, has also performed Shraddha. So, now you all are devotees. Please, you should give your ancestors Krishna Prasad, so that it helps them to become devotee of Krishna and go to spiritual world. And the best way is to read Srimad Bhagavatam. Again and again, I'm saying the best way is to read Srimad Bhagavatam. Next question.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. As you explained all the process for so as you told about all the process you have explained about related to Pitru Paksha, like how to like give water, how to perform all the rituals. So we have to perform these rituals like lifelong, or there is a time limit, like 1 or 2 years we have to do, and then we can not able to do.
Okay, we should do it lifelong, especially the males. All the male, unless you take sannyas, you should perform it. We should perform it. And the reason of this is because only by seeing us, the next generation will do. And like every day we eat, right? So similarly, our pitras, they also want to eat every day. Some people say that if you perform Shraddha in a place called as Gaya comes in Bihar. I'll type it down. That's a place in Bihar. If you perform Shraddha in Gaya, then no need to perform in future. But as per our Puranas, we should perform every year, even if we have performed in Gaya. As per, okay, now one more thing I'm remembering. Now, when this rice balls are there, right? This rice ball itself, now after doing tarpan, you should give this to cow, dog, and crow. In India, you can easily find cow and dog and crow very easily. If nowadays in cities like Bangalore, it is very difficult to find crows. So you can keep on a wall and then the crow can come and take, otherwise left it to the Pitra. Okay, now again I'm going to stress about Srimad Bhagavatam. As per Bhagavad Mahatmya, there or glories of Bhagavatam, in that comes a story. As per that story, people may not get liberation. People may not, Pitras, our ancestors, they may not be happy by doing Shraddha or going to Gaya or going to Kashi or taking Ganga bath or doing this Tarpan or reading different scriptures or by feeding Brahmanas. They may not be happy by any of these, but definitely and guaranteed, they will become happy and they will get moksha also. They will get liberated also by reading Srimad Bhagavatam. But we should do in that faith. We should read Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, next question.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Tulsi Mataji. She wants to ask you that she is in Germany and she is not able to perform like rituals like giving food to dogs and cows really fast from her home. So, so in Russia, they went Vrindavan. So, is it okay if I pay for the same ritual? To they can perform the same ritual behalf on me in Vrindavan?
Yes, yes, Mataji, you are right. They can perform same ritual for you in Vrindavan, but at the same time, you can at least give water. Okay, at least you can give water wherever you are, or your husband can also do, or any male in your family can also do. If there is no male in your family, then you can do it. At least, but not normal water, Krishna Prasad water. Yes.
So, so is it necessary to give crow rice balls?
How do I say? Cow, dog, or crow. Any of the three is fine. If you are not getting any of these three, then you can give to any other animal. Or second, another thing is you can there would be some respectable person in the society or your any elder relative in the family. You can call that person to home and feed them. That is also okay. Just prepare some Krishna Prasad and feed them. If there is no elder person in the family, you cannot feed them. Srimad Bhagavatam. Just read Srimad Bhagavatam. No requirement of crow, no requirement of dog, no requirement of anything else. Only reading Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, next question, please.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Nisha Mata is there. So she is asking, is Tulsi is really that much powerful? Because in her close relative, uh, the Tulsi plant, they like water it down, but the smell of that Tulsi is not very much like fragrance, and always that plant got dry, in her close relative, there are some ghostly activity, paranormal activities took place, and the Tulsi plant not flourished. So she's asking, they having that plant, that Tulsi in their home, but that not showing any powerful symptoms or signs. So they have to call some Panditji and all. Then he identifies something like paranormal activity. Then he performs some activity, and he uh, had a chit chat with a spirit, and that spirit is relative, like someone's wife in their family. After performing that ritual, the paranormal activity just stops. So the Tulsi that doesn't have any powerful impact in their home, because Tulsi is directly connected to Krishnaji. But how ghosts that got the power?
Okay. Thank you, Mataji, Nisha Mataji. Very long question, but very interesting one. Yes, Tulsi is all powerful. Tulsi is most powerful. Tulsi is magic in our life. And this magic is seen in that family also. See, that ghost or spirit can harm the family, can cause paranormal activities by which there can be untimely death, many accidents, many things can happen. But Tulsi took everything on herself. And that's why nothing wrong happened in that family. And Tulsi was taking all the negative effects and was becoming dry. Tulsi takes that negative effects and becomes dry. Yeah, Tulsi will fall also, the leaves will fall. Many things like this can be seen. So Tulsi takes away that negative energy which is present in the house, and then Tulsi becomes dry. Immediately we should grow new Tulsi plant. Then there is also that we should take care of Tulsi by not watering too much and not watering less also. Not flooding with water and not watering less. It should be moderate water. And from time to time, we should keep removing the seeds of Tulsi, the flowers which comes on the Tulsi. From time to time, we should pluck them out. Yeah, small ones. We should give good light to Tulsi and till the soil sometimes. Not from the depth, but from top.
She's explaining the same thing. Relative also does all the like positive rituals. She performs all the things, but like this happened. We
Yeah,
don't know how.
this happened. Obviously, this happened because Tulsi was taking away negative energy. Tulsi was safeguarding that family. This happened in my own family also. Not here in Bangalore, but in my village. And then finally, we also did a proper ceremony. And then most important thing is reading Bhagavatam. After reading Bhagavatam, then all that ghostly thing also were taken care of. Okay, next question, please. So again, I want to stress that Tulsi is very powerful, very, very, very powerful, most powerful. just add one more point, Stuti, in that, that why Tulsi is so very powerful is because Tulsi Maharani, she is she has come from Srimati Radharani. Okay, that's why, and she is Kripa Shakti, she is mercy potency of Krishna. That's why Tulsi is so very powerful. Next.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji and Kishore ji, he's asking some little question. As you said, like in Earth, we having 1 year, and our ancestors having 1 day. But if that ancestor already like got the rebirth, so we have to perform the same thing. Like he got the human body again, so we have to perform the same thing. Or does that same spirit come to the earth in that 15 days?
No, the same spirit will. Very nice question, Nandakishore Prabhu. If our ancestor has taken birth again in any of the let it be human, animal, fish, or any birth, you know, then that soul, that spirit, that soul will not come in this 15 days to eat. But in this 15 days, whatever we are giving here, that Krishna Prasad, will be given to the soul if they are a human or a dog or a fish or any species, tree, anything. There will be Krishna Prasad given to that living entity. Okay, next.
Okay, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. The way you explained, we really understood all the points. But before knowing this concept, we have already providing food to dogs. Sorry, crows. But whenever we offer food to crow, other birds like other like pigeon and all just eat all the things. But crow doesn't come. So the same thing I asked with Panditji, that why crow is not eating, other pigeons and all birds are eating, but only the crow is not eating and coming to my home. So we cannot handle, like if we offer food, we cannot handle which bird should we eat. Like we offer the food and any bird who feels hungry and comes and eat the food. It's not like crow always comes. So what we can do in this situation, Prabhuji?
Okay, correct. Tuni can also ask question now itself. Tuni.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. We really understood the 15 days, all the concept, and her husband is so forced. So So she has two kids. First is a daughter and second is son. So is it okay to perform the ceremony by the kids?
Is her husband alive?
No.
Okay.
So because she offers the food to crow every day, and she also all the like rituals she performs. So she is asking the same thing, like we have to perform this puja, this ceremony, offering food to our ancestors every year or lifelong.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your question, Prabhuji and Mataji. Now, the first answer to Prabhuji, VPP. Yes, obviously it is not in our control that the crow will come and eat or any other. There may be ants also. Ants may also come and eat, or any other bird may also come and eat. You don't worry about who is coming and eating. When you keep that food for the crow, you say that, "Ko my Pitra, your ancestor, please come and eat and become happy. I'm giving you Krishna Prasad. Please become happy." Okay, now the Pitra may come in the crow form or in the pigeon form or any other bird or any form. That's their wish. Generally, in scriptures, it is mentioned that they eat through cow, dog, and crow. That's why these three are mentioned. But you are doing your duty as giving them. So any other animal or bird, let them come, let them take. Regarding Tuni Mataji, how old is your son?
15 years.
15?
He just 50. He just turned 50 this year.
Okay, then he can perform, Mataji. He can perform on the behalf of your family. And we should do it every year. We should do this every year. Why? Because this is a tradition which should continue. This is not just a small ceremony. You know, like you celebrate Diwali every year, we celebrate Holi also every year. You know, like we also eat every day. Similarly, for our Pitras, they are our ancestors, right? So only one day in a year we are asking. In this 15 days, you can choose any one day. Generally, people choose Amavasya. You can choose any day. You can choose Amavasya also. Okay, and we should do it every year. Your son can do on behalf. What is she saying?
So she's asking like we can offer like her husband's favorite food. We can add those things in that offering.
Yes, you can add. But generally, that food will be eaten by you or any other relative or somebody, right? You know. So when you are giving those rice balls or water, and you have to give it like this, and then those rice balls, your son can go and give to the cows, to the dog, and to the crow.
Last year she performed the same rituals with the wheat, like
Okay.
atta,
हाँ ठीक
not with rice.
ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है. You can do it with wheat flour also. आटे से भी कर सकते हैं. If nothing is available, then you can make mud balls also. With mud balls also you can do. Mother Sita in Gaya, she performed Shraddha for Dasharath Maharaj with sand balls, with mud balls from Falgu river. Okay, so we end our session here. It is already 20 more minutes than the scheduled time. I especially thank Stuti Mataji for extending her time.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
And I request you all to kindly chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. I also request you all to read Srimad Bhagavatam. And now, when we are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra together, let us pray that everyone's ancestor, mine also, yours also, all those who are present in the Zoom today and who are not present, all of our Pitras should get Krishna Bhakti and they all should go to Krishna Loka. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Stuti Mati.